Hello folks, my name is Neil, my pronouns are he, him, and I am the creator of Fey Earth, an indie TTRPG set in an alternate 19th century Earth, where all the creatures from folklore and fairytale are real, have always been real, and live alongside humanity. When last we left our heroes, the party discovered a very strange thing. Overnight, a massive pit had appeared in Hyde Park. Huge in size, 30 meters in diameter and 80 meters in length. They went down to investigate it, finding the crowd of onlookers gawking at it. They spent a bit of time wandering around the park because Luck has spent many a night sleeping here as a ferret, so knows where various other individuals, vagrants and homeless people who would sleep there would be that might have seen something. They did find a man who's described an incredibly strange sight, a man it would seem, but made of metal and wood with clockwork gears, that over a couple of hours single-handedly dug this massive pit. They were being overlooked by a group of 5. He didn't get a good look, but he did describe one of them as being exceptionally short and another as being exceptionally tall, suggesting that it was perhaps the gang. On the way back, they did spot a certain goblin artificer in the crowd, grinning widely and mischievously at the spectacle in front of them, and Bardo said hello.
You're a slimy little man.
The party did eventually head to Aldous' workshop with a master plan that Sylvie would use her invisibility spell on Bardo and Robert so they could slip in and try to search the premises while Luck and Sylvie distracted the goblin.
We were very good at our job.
We all did a great job, to be honest. We all were very successful.
Both pairs did excellent jobs. Bardo and Robert did make their way safely into the workshop storage space at the back of the building without triggering any more defensive traps. They did find an arcane automaton in the corner, and upon investigating it, did see it had mud and dirt on it, suggesting this was certainly the creature that had been described. Bardo also found some herbs, which later when she gave to Luck told her that she could actually use them to make a standard healing tincture. And Robert found a crate with some more enchanted items bearing the same artificer's mark on the other ones they found before, some more fairy globes and arcanograms, and another type of item called a spider piton, which is a spike on a metal ring that you can drive into a stone or piece of brick and it magically fuses with it, making an anchor point to climb. Took a few of them in his pocket. And while all this was happening, Luck and Sylvie were having a very long and in-depth conversation with the goblin, Luck saying that they wanted something wondrous and pretty, but getting very irate because every object that was being shown to her was larger than she wanted. She specifically only wanted something that would fit in her palm.
It's not that hard.
And they were shown a number of items, including a wondrous cape that would make
very cool.
you appear to be moving in slow motion in combat and leave a trail of glitter. But they decided instead on 2 very small objects, which they described as their sun and their moon, a moonstone pendant and a sunflare spark. Eventually, the party all met up, Bardo and Robert having gone through the rear entrance into the workshop, leaving the door wide open. And when they got back to the front, to the main street, shortly afterwards, Robert realized he's actually missing a handkerchief of his.
And then went insane.
Reasonably went insane.
He then made the
Executive decision.
logical conclusion that he was being spied upon by Aldous, who had openly said that he could cast a spell to scry on another. And he decided to shoot a pigeon in the middle of the street.
For no reason.
For some reason.
They quickly ran from the sounds of the constable's whistles, eventually getting away from the scene, and have decided to go back now to Antrudes so that Sylvie can cast her locate person spell. Bless you.
Bless you. I've got that pollen disease.
Pollen illness.
Pollen illness, that's it.
Pollen sickness.
But I think right now, let us have a look at her introduction, or intro. Okay, so welcome back, folks. And before we go any further, let us introduce our wonderful cast of players.
One of you should start.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Taya Campbell-Over, and my pronouns are she, her, and I play Sylvie Tallock, whose pronouns are also she, her.
I'm Morne Putman-Trimmer. My pronouns are they, them. I play Bardo Doppel, whose pronouns are he, ?
My name is Rio Lewin. My pronouns are he, they, and I play Robert Elizabeth, whose pronouns are he, him.
I'm Maijai Hibbard. My pronouns are they, them. I play Luck Turner, whose pronouns are she, her. We're getting good at this.
Yeah.
We are.
No accidental misgenderings of
Self or others. It was the.
So, the party is, as we said, walking back to Aunt Trudy's house. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. So, I mean, it takes you probably about 40-50 minutes to get there. When you get there, you can hear the sounds of Aunt Trudy working in her forge, as she is generally found. What's the plan? What are you doing?
So before we get up to her forge and our little flat, I don't think it's a good idea if we all go in, because if you are being scryed on, then we don't want Aldous to find out that we're looking for your sister.
Why don't
That's
we
true.
just
And
go
we
into separate
don't
rooms?
want him to know where your auntie lives.
No, I want to keep her safe, so I think it's probably best if you two maybe go to the pub.
So you just made us walk all the way here to tell us to fuck off.
And you do realise that if
No.
he is being spied on,
Already
he now
well aware.
knows.
Yeah.
Well, no, because we're not
He
we're
doesn't
not
know
there
where it
yet.
is.
We're on the way.
Oh, wait, Goblin, if you're listening, you don't know where I'm going next, do you? So. Anyway, I just think it's probably for the best because Aunt Trudy might be tired and it might be a lot to receive a lot of guests at one time.
Hey, look, if you just don't want
I
us
was
to meet her,
gonna
just tell us
say it
that. Be
earlier,
honest.
but
Yeah, just be honest about it. If you don't want us to meet her, tell us.
We'll go to the pub. We love
We'll
the
go to the
pub.
pub. We love the pub.
You do love the pub.
We do love the pub,
Yeah.
but tell us the truth. Why
well-
don't you want us to meet her?
Well,
For her safety or because you don't want her to meet us?
but
I think it's for her safety.
But I just don't want her to worry, and I just think that if she knows that I'm spending time with you and doing adventures with you, I just think she'll be worried about me, and that's not a bad thing. I just think that it'll make her worried, and I don't want her to be.
She doesn't know what you get up to, does she?
She knows some. She knows some,
Some.
but I just think that her life is a lot easier and nicer as it is. And I think that she'd be really worried. Like, you know, she didn't want me to go to that nasty pub where Beckel was and you know all about that and you've been in there loads and it's just things like that. But she knows luck and it is safer. Just in case. I'm sorry, I don't mean anything bad by it.
I'm going to do lesser telepathy on you.
We're gonna watch you cast the spell.
Yeah, I'm gonna say we can tell them we're going to the pub.
Fine, we'll go to the pub.
Alright.
Well, we'll come and pick
Well,
you up
once we've done
when
the
we know
spell.
where things are and
Yeah.
stuff.
Alright.
Alright.
I'm scared he's giving me those eyes again.
I think those are just his eyes.
No, they're definitely not his regular eyes.
I can assure you they're not his regular eyes.
Well, that's not comforting.
Right, let's go and do the thing, alright?
Alright. Which
Alright.
pub? The regular pub. Yeah.
What other pub?
I don't know.
Next one.
No.
Just saying.
Alright.
Alright.
Bye.
Alright, I'm sorry. We'll see you. We'll see you soon.
Cool.
Alright.
I guess what we do, we turn around, begin walking in the opposite direction,
I'm gonna like wait till they're so that they can't see where we're going.
Look behind.
Oh, so it's
And you just
like,
see us
so
watching
it's
you
just
walk away.
us waiting for you to
Stalemate.
walk
We
away.
just
and you
all
wait.
stand.
Okay, we're on a standoff then.
We have all the time in the world. It's not our sisters.
Right, we just don't want him to
Robert,
see where we're going.
you just shot that pigeon because you were so paranoid. Can you blame me now for being a bit worried?
About her home.
My family.
Bardo, you have to understand.
Come on, let's go to the pub. We'll start walking, we'll turn a corner,
Yeah.
and then immediately...
Bardo, I'm sorry! Bardo! Bardo!
The corner's here!
Bardo!
Hear them shouting, turn back around.
Guys, seriously!
No, go on, go on!
We're fine, we're going to the
fine.
pub.
Right.
Stop looking at us then. I'm gonna wait until you I'm gonna wait a bit to see if you pop out again, because you're being really weird.
Alright, let's just wait, and then we'll leg it.
Should we run?
I'm gonna greater telepathy into
You
your
can.
head.
You can't
Oh, I
see
can't
me.
see you. I
Behind the
keep
wall.
forgetting you're around a corner.
Should we run?
Yeah, alright.
All right, we'll start running.
Do I hear their footsteps?
Give me an orange roll.
Alright, off we
We can
Oh, wait,
quietly
wait.
run. Can we quietly run?
Give me a stealth roll.
I've got an awareness total of 21.
I only got a 5, but you got 21.
I got a
so-
total
What
of
am?
awareness
What is
21.
it?
X.
17.
17.
With your 21, however, you do hear not so much the sounds of Luck, because Luck is barefoot, so but what you hear is the jingle jangle of the many, many things that Sylvie has hanging from their neck, from their belt, on their wrists. Like, Sylvie makes noise when she walks because she's got so many things on her, and you hear that, and you're like, oh, they've done a runner.
Yeah. So, well, let's follow where the running is.
I'm very quick.
Yeah.
We're running like right into the door and
Oh, are we?
closing
Okay.
it. Yeah,
I
like
didn't know if we were like.
we're
doing it
running
then.
all the way in.
All right.
Cool.
So you see the building that they run into.
Okay, I guess we'll stop.
We're not
there.
going in, yeah. It's very much standing outside.
You have ran into
Like if it-
Aunt Trudy's, yes?
Yeah.
So you see the building that they've run into, which is very obviously a blacksmith's forge, because blacksmith's forge as a structure are very obvious with chimneys and smoke coming out of them and the flames and it's like, and you know that Aunt Trudy is a blacksmith, so you're pretty sure you know what building they just went into.
Cool.
They were really weird.
I just don't understand why Robert would want to when he knows it's my home and my family.
We wouldn't do that to him.
Like, I understand being a bit hurt that I haven't told. I understand.
No, but it was for
But-
protection. If we're being watched, then
That's-
like, Gertrude's not going to be able to be safe now that they know. If they know.
If we're talking outside, it's very much a case of like, I give you the goblin notes, I give you the
Spider pitons?
spider
Oh, yeah.
batons, I give you like all the things that I got.
Yeah.
You know the routine. Private investigator. Yeah, you know the routine. You're just an private investigator.
Yes.
I won't come in. Very much so. They don't have to know. Like, they can pretend to not know you as long as you pretend to not know them. It's just it's a blacksmith. Questions. Maybe they know some. Like, I know it's not to the level of artificers, but maybe find stuff out. See if you can find out like if she knows anything for scrying and stuff, because I just have a feeling, despite them scrying, you know,
Scrying.
just to make sure like
Alright.
if she knows any ways of like producing things,
Actually,
you
what
know,
I want to know.
just to like because they said that they would talk to her about it, but I just feel like they don't care enough to do so.
About your sister.
Okay.
No, scrying for like me, like protection for scrying against me, like that's.
Can
what
you
it is.
write that
Why
down
do you
for
think
me?
we've separated so that they can't find?
That's why I'm not coming in.
Yeah, but now they know where the.
I didn't come close. I'm not close.
You
enough to the
literally are
building.
looking at the building. You're outside the door of the building.
And then I...
No, physically write it down.
actually
I'm not
write
going to
it down.
remember
Jesus
it.
Christ, alright.
You
This is
two
for my
are
purpose.
Bardo and Robert in real
Okay.
life.
Right, well, you're writing this down in,
Yeah.
in game then. We've got
Yeah.
some time.
All right. What do
Sorry.
you want to do first? Do you want to speak to Trudy about everything?
Well, I think so, because
Okay.
then everything's like
All right.
done with that. Because we're going to start heading off as soon as we know, so we should
Alright,
probably
alright,
get all of
yeah.
that sorted first.
All right.
Yeah, you can hear the rhythmic sound of Trudy's hammer in the forge.
Yeah, I'll just lead you in. I
Yeah.
wander in while she's at work all the time.
Hiya.
Hello, loves.
Yeah. Sorry to interrupt you. I just had a bit of a question because somebody we know was getting a bit worked up.
They think they might be being scried on.
Oh,
I
but
think they're a
what?
bit paranoid because I don't
Like,
know why.
well, that's...
I know, but we said that we'd look to see if there was maybe anything that we could give them to protect them, or if there's an amulet or something.
And I don't have anything like
Sylvia
that.
was saying how amazing you are and how much you know, and we were thinking there's not really anyone else for us to go to.
There is a thing that art devices make. It's a thing that does apparently. If somebody is scrying on you, it will. It's called like an amulet of privacy or something. It glows red and then the scrying spell fails.
Oh,
Wow.
do you know how much that might be?
I think they're pretty expensive.
Like 15 gold.
No, like 30, 40 gold.
Well, we could do that.
Well-
I'm sure they've got
Well, they're
enough.
probably not being scried on anyway. They're probably just being silly. But
I think it might make them
for
feel
their
a bit
peace
more
of mind,
comfortable though.
I'll tell them. That's yeah. That's
But
helpful.
there's nothing else.
That's all I can think of.
Thank you, you're amazing.
Yeah, you are.
I'll turn you into something else to sleep if you want, or you can be a badger again tonight.
Badger was quite nice.
Alright,
You were cute as a badger.
yeah. Alright.
Well, all right. I won't bother you anymore. I mean, I probably will, but not till later.
You hear a knock at the door.
And
Oh, I wonder who that is.
Shall I get that
just
for you while you're working?
just before that whole thing, it's like, alright, I send you off and
Yeah.
I start to walk.
To the pub.
I guess so. How far's the pub? Not that far.
15, 20 minute walk.
Well, what I want to do when I get to the pub is like get a drink, obviously, and then write on a piece of paper. Just write on a piece of paper. We should talk.
This.
Aldous. Yeah, we should just write on a piece of paper. Leave it next to me on the table. We should talk Aldous, and just have a drink, and I sit there.
Okay, right, cool.
Mental.
So, Trudy walks past you to open the front door and seeing you.
Wait behind her to see who it is.
Yeah.
So you see this like middle-aged woman. She's like early 50s as far as I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. Soot faced because she's been working in a forge. Hello.
Hello there. My name's Mr. Doppel. I'm a private investigator.
You hear in your head, "What are you doing?
What are
I-
you doing here? We've got it all!
I go
yes.
back. Just shut up.
No, because you have
You have to make
Yeah.
it.
You make the
just have to
pass.
not react.
You
Oh,
can.
God.
Yeah.
Okay, all
You
right.
hear me in your head. It's an amulet of privacy. We've done it.
I just had a couple questions about a couple things.
Private investigator.
Yes.
Okay.
So you're a blacksmith, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any knowledge on these? And I hand a spider piton.
She takes something. It's fine craftsmanship. What is it?
It's a spider piton.
What's a spider pit on?
Oh, you just you jam it into some walls. It melts into the rock, and then you can
It
fly.
what?
Melts into the rock.
How does it do that?
Magic.
I don't know anything about magic.
Sorry.
I don't know anything about magic. I'm a blacksmith.
Okay. What about these? I hand the goblin notes.
What is this?
Bardo, I could have told you she doesn't speak Goblin. And that's
I don't. What is this nonsense language?
Goblin.
I don't speak goblin.
Why would she speak Goblin?
What are you doing here?
You're going about Robert's sitting in the pub like, Bardo's fucking up somehow. Bardo's interrogating this woman instead of trying to find helpful information. But I can't come in there.
Bardo, we found out about the scrying. There's an amulet you can buy. That's in your head.
It's. Oh,
I look at my notes that I've got and I see it says scrying knowledge and I'm like,
We've got scrying knowledge.
very well. Thank you for your time.
Bye.
what was that? You hear screaming in your head as you talk.
I'm on your side now. Why did you interrogate her? Why did you interrogate her?
You want me to
Help!
do?
Just help! Any information! Like, literally any info. It's fine. It's fine. I never met her.
That was odd.
That was bizarre, that private investing. It's fine. It's fine. That's why we're a team. That's why we don't do things separately.
What the fuck?
Inside my head.
No, Locke doesn't swear.
Look at what you made me do.
I heard it cracking.
It's fine.
I don't know what you wanted. You said talk about blacksmithing knowledge.
Talk, not interrogate. Just like, hey, sorry.
Bardo's an intense person.
You know, private investigator, there's an investigation, and I just want to see if there's any blacksmithing knowledge that you can know because we've heard you're a very talented blacksmith in the area.
And like, I don't know anything about
yeah,
blacksmithing.
exactly. So just.
Why would a private investigator be asking that?
I said you were just like, what's this? I don't know. Thank you. This is why we have to work together. This is why we have to work together. Like, it's like Robert is just kind of like broken the pencils. Like something's gone wrong.
Look, my skill is empathy, persuasion.
Look how much charm you have. Persuade, not interrogate. I've got the +1 to intimidation. I'm the person who interrogate.
Oh, good call, back up.
Ah!
Oh my god!
Jesus.
I just turn around after I'm like, thank you, just turn around, walk to the pub.
Trudy turns around and there's just a look of genuine confusion on Locke's
We
face.
don't need to pretend. I think we're both really like, what just happened?
That was a strange job.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I suppose we do live in a strange part of the city.
Look, could you
You
make some
don't
of
get
your-
people like this where I'm from.
Can you make some of your lovely tea, please?
Yeah,
Oh,
of course.
that would be nice.
And I'll like make up
Yeah.
a nice one that's got like chamomile in it to calm everyone
Yeah.
down a bit, and it's got some like berry,
Mm-hmm.
like nice stuff in it.
Once I'm at the pub, I just sit down next to Robert and I'm like, I fucked that up.
Give me my shit back, man. I'll get everything back again.
My God. Jesus. All right. Well, thanks for your help.
We're gonna go upstairs for a bit, I think.
Okay, have fun, girls.
Bye.
Bye.
She walks up, such lovely girls. Oh, they make such a lovely couple, they do.
Yeah, we're like two peas in a pod.
Yeah. So we sit and have our tea, and do you want to do it now then?
Well, that's what we're here for.
Do you have something of hers that I can use?
Yeah. And I'll reach into my bag and I'll pull out. It's like a doll. A doll. But it's like made out of like old grass, and it's been like all wound up, and there's clay like holding the middle, like the body in place.
That's lovely. Alright. I will take my pendant that I made out of your sea glass, which I've just decided is this, because I like having physical things. And yeah, I will take my iron, sprinkle it on a page, and I will cast Locate Person for Sybil.
Okay. So holding the
Yeah, the
puppet
doll.
in your hand and focusing your magic on the components in front of you, what you see, look, because Sylvie's eyes are closed while they're doing this, you see the iron filings start to move around as if there's a magnet underneath the page, and they form into lines, and they form the map of the city. Okay, I have a section of the city. Okay, and the pendulum is being like as Sylvia's spinning it, it's like pulling in a direction until it comes over a large building, and just kind of stops right there on it. And then Sylvia, as you open your eyes, you like immediately recognize it. This actually is not that far from you. You recognize, oh, I know this part of the East End. It's like, yep, I know those streets. I know that. Yeah, it is identical. You're like, oh, that's the warehouse on such and such street, you know? You know, it's like Fishbone Street.
I know where this is. It's not far. We could go now and it won't take long at all.
It's like, you know this as an abandoned, derelict warehouse.
Okay.
I mean...
What about the other two?
Well, that's up to you. But
is it in the same general direction, or is it like...
You'd need to go to the pub. It's like a 15-20 minute walk to the pub, and then it'll be like maybe 30 minutes from the pub to the warehouse.
But they must be hiding out here. It's like an old warehouse type building. Hasn't been used in ages.
How far is it from here?
10, maybe 15 minutes.
10 minutes, maybe 15.
I guess we could go look around and then go get them if... I don't know.
But then if people are there, if the others are there and they see us, or if Beckel sees us, it might be better to have everybody just in case.
Maybe. But also if there's only two of us, I can turn us into something that can fly really fast.
That's true. But Beckel saw through that before.
Right, but we can get away.
I mean, he threw a knife at Bardo and knocked him out of the sky.
I could turn us into... Do I know any birds that are fast with more than like 4 hit points?
The peregrine falcon is one of the fastest creatures on the planet. They can reach speeds of, I think their max speed is something crazy like 170 kilometers per hour.
And I would know of this bird.
The peregrine falcon is indigenous to Europe, yeah. Including the United Kingdom.
To the fastest bird in like the whole that anyone knows of.
That would be
Though
good.
it would be quite conspicuous to find.
But then could we not just fly really quickly
I guess.
to the pub and then that cuts out that time?
Yeah, but then I have to cast it on all 4 of us.
I suppose.
I mean, it only costs you 1 mana to cast this spell. Like, in all fairness.
That's true.
It's up to you.
Alright, but if Robert tries to fight this, I'm gonna go mental at him.
Robert doesn't get to. This is about you now.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not about him.
Anyways,
And if he doesn't want to do it, he can always stay at the pub.
Alright,
Right.
24 hours.
shall we run to the pub?
Yeah.
Okay, so you go and you race to the pub. You get there in like 10 minutes because you're running. And you see Robert and Bardo sitting there having their drinks.
Do I see his broken chew stick?
Yeah. Yeah.
What was that all about?
I'll Druidcraft like a stick.
What's that for?
Well, you broke the other one that you put in your mouth, and I thought you might want this. It might be a bit sturdier.
Put it in a pocket.
Yeah,
Thanks.
I told him about what happened.
Yeah.
What was that all about? Why did you do that?
So normally when we do it together, good cop, bad cop, right? I wasn't going to get into the building because I respected your wishes.
Thank you.
The thing is, there's a reason why we're a team. Because sometimes we can't figure out good cop, bad cop by ourselves.
I've got the charm, but he's got the smarts. I can't charm if I don't have the proper knowledge beforehand.
But if you're really worried about it, then you want an amulet of privacy. Apparently they're like 30 or 40 gold.
Well, can't afford that, so fuck me, I
Well,
guess.
we can between us.
Bardo
Yeah.
has other ways of getting things.
Look, we know where Sybil is
Yes.
as well.
Yeah, I did the spell, so we can go there now if that's what Luck wants.
I think we should fly there.
I think this is Luck's big moment and we should all do what she thinks is best. Because it's her sister.
In the city?
And then I'll fly away.
I mean, I think is there sparrowhawks in one of the parks?
Definitely ferrets.
That was a fucking falcon, wasn't it? And the email, yeah, no, it was. Yeah, definitely. No, that was a falcon. Like, well, that was fucking weird.
Alright, I'll fly back to you guys.
Why does a falcon have a nut? They're carnivores!
There is that.
Hoping that they
Yes.
don't know that.
Yes, they are
Just for
carnivores.
funsies.
They don't eat nuts
No.
at all.
Alright, I'll come back and I'll turn back into me.
Alright, I'll flat back down
I'll
then.
turn
And
back.
you turn back. Okay, so all four of you now are back in your true forms. And yeah.
I don't really know what the plan was. We were turning into fast birds to get away, but then we were them to get here, and now
I
Well-
mean, it appears to be just the four of them.
Mm-hmm.
And you're
Right.
here for your sister.
Right, but we can't just walk in through the door.
You want to speak to
Why?
her alone?
I mean,
Oh, I should have made it so that I could see her and that spoke in her head.
You could always fly back and do it.
I can't cast spells as a bird.
Oh,
So I would have
yeah.
had to like hang from the window and like peek over.
That sounds dangerous.
Yeah, I would just turn back into a bird if I were falling.
I mean,
like I'm thinking it's not a good plan, but it's like the only plan. I don't know if you're thinking the same thing I'm thinking.
What are you thinking?
I have stuff of theirs from Aldous, and I very much could walk because I very much positioned myself as a businessman to
Beckle.
Beckle. Like I very much was like, I'm just for hire. So if I go in and just kind of start talking, if you guys are able to, like if you can sneak in and get line of sight and talk to...
Are there any like low down
Simple.
windows?
No, I was just thinking that if Luck climbed on Robert's shoulders while he was standing under the window, you might be just
Oh, you could do
barely
that.
able
Too.
to
I mean,
peek
there's that
through.
as well. That's a fair plan. Those are my two plans that I've got. Either I walk in and start talking and hope for the best, or you stand on my shoulders.
Well, I think that's a better one, so long as you don't mind me standing on your coat.
No, this coat is older than it's probably older than you, so yeah.
Can she talk back the way we
No.
I don't know. Not last I knew.
If we do that, one of you keep an eye on the front door and the other one keep an eye on the side door. Just
What should I say?
And you can only say 13, 14 words.
Well, yeah, but I can just keep fast.
Mm-hmm.
Just tell her who it is and that you just want to talk and see her. What is it that you want? Do you not know? It's okay not to know.
I've spent years just looking for her. I've not really thought past that.
while they're having this conversation, I'm still trying to keep an eye on the front door to make sure no one leaves or enters.
Yeah, no, cool.
You could just ask her to come out. To come out through the side door or something, just to talk to you.
Alright.
So you don't mean her any harm or anyone she's with any harm.
Alright.
Because we don't. We just want you to talk to her.
Okay. You sure you don't mind me standing on you?
At this point, I just don't care. It's fine. We should go up to the window. Don't go on my shoulders now because I'm not walking there with you on my shoulders.
I wasn't expecting you to do that.
So who's going to keep an eye on the side and who's going to keep an eye on the front?
I'll do side.
Alright, I'll do front.
Okay. And is it can it be positioned where they can send a mental message to us where we're standing by the window if they see someone
Yeah,
leaving?
of course, go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Okay. Alright.
Right. So we go.
I try and climb on your shoulders.
Yeah. Now, you aren't on his shoulders, not able to reach, like, see through the window, but being on his shoulders, you're able to pull yourself up
And then
in a way, and you can actually, with your hands, you can be lifting her up as well, and between, like, Luck is very slim, very slight woman. She doesn't weigh a lot.
Yeah.
You know, so you're able to, you have a fortitude of what, 1 or 2, isn't it?
2.
Yeah, so you can
Plus 1s.
Yeah, no, you can definitely do this. She's a very slight, slim woman, and you're not just doing it on your own. She's supporting her own weight by pulling on the windowsill as well.
Yeah.
Fucker. I hope the windowsill doesn't crack.
Cool.
I'm so scared. Alright. I'll look in again.
15 words.
Sybil, do you think we could talk? I don't mean you or anyone harm. I just want to know you're okay.
That's it. Sybil immediately jumps up from the crate that they're sitting on, looking around. And you see the short woman goes like, gesturing at her like, are you okay? And she's looking around.
Is it just her looking around?
Yeah, because the others are like, they don't know what's going on.
I'll keep peering through then.
Yeah.
Just. I'm over. I'll send another message. I'm on to your right. Through the window.
Turning, and her eyes make lock with yours, and this look of complete shock and disbelief on her face. And she then turns and looks away and like trying to look cool. People said cool back then.
He said the thing.
I'm just gonna look to see if she starts to leave.
No, she's like frozen in spot.
I can stay here for ages, but I'm on my mate's shoulders. And then I'll send another one. Don't tell Beckel he doesn't like me.
And she has this definitely alarmed and concerned look on her face as she turns and speaks to the others, and they're like, and then she turns and starts to walk out the front of the warehouse.
Alright, I'll get down. Oh, she's coming outside.
I'll send to you.
Okay.
She's coming outside my way.
I'll run out. I'll run towards the front.
So yeah, you see her walking outside the front of the warehouse, and she's looking around.
I'll walk forwards.
You walk up towards her, and you see your sister towering over you. She's looking at you. Look. Is that you?
Well, yeah.
What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
I asked you first.
Well, I'm here because you're here.
But you should be at home with Pa.
Well, so should you.
But I can't. No. I left there. Can't go back.
Why?
Doesn't matter.
Well, it does to me.
There's nothing to do with you.
Alright, so you just leave me for 8 years with nothing then?
It weren't like that.
It were exactly like that from where I'm standing. I wake up one morning and you're gone. You didn't leave me nothing. I didn't know what had happened.
I'm sorry.
Call yourself part of the orphan lot, but you decided to leave. You left me and we promised that we wouldn't.
I was sick of the way everybody in the village looked at me and talked about me.
Right, but I would have gone with you.
You couldn't. You had to stay home with Pa.
Well, I didn't stay home with Pa. You never told me that was the plan. You just disappeared.
I was hurting and I just left, okay? It was that Michael Walker. You know this, he was one of the guys around her age, from the village. He was like really popular, the really good-looking, handsome son of the farmers, and all the girls loved him, and
Right.
yeah. You didn't like him, you thought he was full of shit. But Sybil kind of liked him because he was really pretty and handsome.
Well, what about him?
He told me that he liked me,
Right.
and we were going to meet up and spend some time together.
Right.
And when I got there were a gang of them, and they all started laughing. And he said, "Why would I ever be with a troll like me?"
You're not a troll.
And it was awful.
Right, but you should have
And
just come and talked
I
to
ran
me
away. I
about
just
it.
ran home and I grabbed my things and I just left. And it was just... They'd been doing this for years. I never told you.
Why though? I did
Because-
everything for you.
Because you're so sweet and kind. I didn't want you to be worrying about me.
So you just disappear? Like I'm not gonna worry when my sister's just gone.
I just couldn't be there anymore.
But you never said anything.
I thought if I did, you might convince me to stay.
Well, obviously.
And I didn't want to stay.
Well, then I'd have gone with
I
you.
didn't want you to go with me. You need to stay home and say Papa.
Right, but you could have told me what the plan was so that I could have still seen you sometimes.
I didn't-
We could have visited each other. You didn't have to stay in the
didn't
town.
have a plan. I just was hurting and I wanted to leave.
And once you stopped hurting, once you'd left and calmed down, you had 8 years.
Everywhere I went, everybody was treating me the same. Didn't matter where I went, who I was
I
with.
never treated you like that.
No, you didn't. But everyone was always mean. And they'd say things about me. It wasn't until I got here to London and I met them folk. And there's so many Fey touched here, more than there ever were at home.
Yeah, these lot have been helping me.
Aye.
Oh,
And then just
And at that moment, she realises that the three of you are there as well, because she's been focused on her.
I'm not one of the Fey touched.
I think that's clear.
Well, okay, sorry.
This is Robert, this is Bardo, and this is Sylvie.
Hello.
I'm civil.
Aye.
Heard a lot about you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, very nice things. But...
We've just been helping Luck try and find you because she's been trying really hard and it's meant a lot to her.
You took your vines out.
I kept them safe, and she reaches inside her top and she pulls out a small little notebook journal and she opens it and the vines are actually pressed inside, safe. I kept them safe. And
So what now then? You're just gonna go back to them and I guess I'll just go home then.
No, I don't know what now. I mean, I never expected to. I always
What did you think I would do?
I was hoping that you'd. I mean, you're always the pretty one, and you're so kind and sweet, and everyone loved you. I thought you'd meet some nice boy, and maybe in a few years I'd come back and I'd
Well, a
have
few
nieces
years
and
has
nephews, and I'd
At
be
what
their
point were a
auntie.
few years you were gonna come back? Because it's been 8, and I think that's quite a while.
You don't know what it was like on the road, being like me and being so different to everyone, and I'm not normal like you, look.
Do you think I'm normal?
Of course you're normal, you're so normal.
She's not normal
She is
whatsoever.
absolutely the
You know, I
weirdest.
walk around with these lot, and I'm the one that gets weird looks.
Well, you are carrying a tree.
Yeah. So you're aware that that's not normal.
Yeah.
I mean,
Her feet are bare.
where are your shoes?
I like to feel connected.
Oh
to
my
the
god,
world.
we're not 6 anymore. Look, you have to wear your shoes for your feet.
I don't have to wear shoes.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's
If I can get from home to here with no shoes, I think I can carry on without them.
Luck's very powerful now.
Why are you carrying a tree?
Well, because protects me from things and it's got me magic on it.
What magic?
Oh, yeah, look, I can do this. And I'll, like, make her favourite flowers grow.
When did you get so good at magic? You only knew a few tricks.
When I was on the road looking for you because you disappeared.
Shh.
That's fine.
Sorry.
You hear footsteps.
You know these people. Okay, I'm gonna go, but you know how dangerous these people are, right?
Oh, they're not that dangerous.
No, they're dangerous because they're things
They
that
tried
they're
to
selling.
attack us. Beckle tried to kill us.
Whatever.
He knows
What?
that I charmed him. I'm the reason that you ran from one place to another.
That was you. That was why we ran.
Birds, but we've got to be real quick about it.
No, you need to go. How can I find you?
I'll give.
Coming.
I'll say in her head, Trudy's address.
Okay. Go. And then just before, as you turn to go, you just suddenly feel these massive arms from behind grab you in a big, deep hug. I missed you. And then she lets you go and she shoves you away.
I'll turn back over my shoulder and in her head, I missed you too. And I'll start running.
And as you start running, you're glancing over your shoulder, you see Beckle coming out and she's like, the weirdest thing ever, it was some young woman, some fella, apparently she found out that he was being with her friend and it was scandalous and yeah. Kind of fun gossip really. But anyway. And she points to go back inside.
Cool, so we're just running.
We're running.
Yous have just ran around a corner, you know. I didn't assume yous were like sprinting down the road. He's like, gone. Yeah.
So now,
I don't know.
Do you want to maybe come back to mine and have some tea?
What are we going to do with it? We should go get you an amulet to protect you from... Come on, let's just go get you it because we can't take you nowhere unless we do that. Are there any other... there's only the two.
They're the only two that you know of. So if you want to go to Aldous', you know,
No,
maybe.
we'll
I
go
kinda
to
do.
the other one.
Mr. Thompson.
Yeah.
So you head back to Mr. Thompson's.
Hey, Lloyd.
Oh, you're back.
Yeah, I told you it would be.
More bullets?
Maybe some.
Have you got any amulets of protection?
Yeah, I'm being.
What
That's a
kind?
privacy?
Privacy, that's the
Yeah.
one.
I don't have any in stock. I can make one.
How long would that take?
About 2 days.
Yeah, that's
That's
not
so
happening.
long.
Do you know where I could get one real quick? And if you say Aldous, there's a reason I can't go and get it from Aldous.
Then no.
Then great.
Do you think
Fine.
you could go get it for us?
Yeah,
That would be very strange.
it would. It very
Because
much would be.
I can make my own,
Yeah, you can, mate.
Yeah, but what if you needed one now?
but I don't.
But
also
you could
just
say that
make
you do.
But why would I lie to my friend?
Because he can't...
Maybe
Why?
Maybe I just need to have a chat.
I don't think
Robert.
that's smart.
No, it's absolutely not smart. But otherwise, like, no matter what's happening, I'm not.
Do you think I could go in and buy one? We've bought loads of stuff from him. He does know that I'm with you.
Yeah, no, it's
It
like it's
depends
very
how
much. No
he
matter who.
suspects us or how stupid he thinks we are.
No matter who goes in there, if it's one of us four, he's very much aware.
Do you think we could ask? No, don't worry about it.
I mean, how often does he go to the Gentleman's Club? Because he wouldn't do anything there.
Right, but he's not going to give you your stuff back.
No, but we can. He might if he's got the handkerchief. I just
Why
need
would he have
handkerchief.
it with him?
Why?
at
Because he's
Winston?
spying on.
Yeah, but
He's not going to be sat in the corner of the club with a hanky just... Ooh.
But he has pockets.
He's shouting at me again.
Robert, that's not very nice. Would you like a carrot?
See what? the issue I have is you start to say something I can agree with, and then you say the most insane sentence which pisses me off.
Robert, that's what you do. You say things like, oh, maybe he's spying on me, and maybe that's true, and then you kill a pigeon, and there's no need for things like that, is there? And Luke's just had the biggest moment of her life that she's been building up to for 8 years, and you can't be a little bit nicer. I'm sorry, but that's just how I feel. The carrot's still yours, though. Think
got
it
a point.
might calm you down.
I'll give you a peach.
Thanks.
How many carrots do you have now, Robert?
I've got one in that pocket and I've got one in that pocket.
Did you eat the others? Oh, alright.
I am sorry.
That's alright, it was a weird time.
Right, are we still? Did we just have all of that in the shop?
Yes.
These are like, I don't know, on the street or something.
Yeah, I
No, I
know.
really think we're
Outside.
still in the shop. We didn't leave the
Oh,
shop.
I thought okay.
I thought you there.
Yeah, I was
in my
like,
head,
I'm
we
going
followed
outside.
you
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Look, if we want to either,
Bardo,
we all go.
Isn't there any way you can just like get one of them?
Bit louder for the audience, love.
Isn't there any way you could just like get one of the amulets?
But one that works, not one of them faulty ones like all the other stuff that the other ones have made.
Can
If
I
it's
roll?
got stars on it, I don't trust it.
Can I roll intellect?
Sure.
See if you know anyone who makes them. Oh,
Bad.
It's a 4.
I mean, you're fairly confident you could break into Aldous' shop and steal one if he has one. You have no idea what they look like, but you're good with things.
I just think the best thing to do to progress is for if either I just don't stay with you guys anymore and the three of you continue on because
But you're
I'm-
one of the gang.
I'm jeopardizing everything because he's spying on me. And
What?
if you
what if we
One moment.
blindfold you?
I'm going to walk back in. I don't think that's how scrying works.
'Cause
I'm
they'll
going to
see
walk
where I
back
am.
into the shop because I'm assuming we're just
You're
outside.
just outside. Yeah, you're just outside.
Do you have anything else that could protect someone from scrying?
No.
Do you have anything that can make someone look like someone else?
it'd still be Scott
Yes.
for me.
How much would that be?
How? I have a mask of illusion for 10 gold.
Oh, right. Hold that thought. I'll come back out. So, he doesn't have anything that can protect you from scrying, but he does have a mask of... What was it?
Illusion.
A mask of illusion. And then we could... One of us go in looking... Oh, no, goblins are really good with illusion
Yeah,
magic.
he'll just no. Look, I'll just talk to him, quite frankly. He won't kill me in the middle of his shop, because that's not a good look. As long as there's witnesses there.
I don't think we count as witnesses.
No.
Okay, then I'll just go in there by myself, and you guys can do something else. Look, we're not progressing forward, are we? Because no matter... You guys won't let me into your house. You won't let me go into any private
There's
areas.
nothing else we can do in my house. that's
No,
gonna-
but you... Okay.
We could ask your auntie to go in and get one.
Oh no, because that puts her in danger, and the whole reason why I wasn't allowed is to not put her in danger.
Right, but like, she doesn't have to be connected to us.
Yeah, but if we're being spied upon right now, he knows the plan.
Oh.
That's true. Anything we plan with you around.
Do you need to talk to me, Aldous? Anything!
All I'm thinking is that if anyone, no matter who they are, goes in asking for an amulet of protection,
He's gonna know.
he's gonna know who.
I think we did quite a good prank by leaving the back door wide open.
I agree.
That's very trickery, and I don't,
That's very trickery.
that's very trickery. I said what I said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you just want to walk into a shop and say, "You've got me Yankee, can I have it back?"
No, that's not what I'm going to say at all. I'm going to start a discussion, try and get on some sort of level playing field.
If he doesn't like us anyway, I could always just
Robert.
befriend him.
He really likes deals and stuff. Maybe you could make some sort of deal to get your Anki
That's
back.
what I will try and do. Just that's
Do you
a
know
last
what we
resort.
could do? No, that's not very nice, actually.
I'm going to Alice's.
Alright.
Well, if you're going, I can make it so that, like, if I do try and befriend him, it's harder for him to succeed on, like...
What about... What were you going to say? Speak, continue.
I enjoy that this is now happening in game. I feel like you just handed him a note.
What's that?
Continue.
As long as that note is no more than...
2 words.
2
Oh,
words.
okay.
2 words.
As no more than 11 words, I totally allow this.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 words.
2 words.
Why do we know when you're doing that?
Doing what?
Stop it!
I could make it so that it's really hard for him to save against me befriending spell.
Yeah, but
I
he
just
won't
think
like
it's
it.
gonna go wrong, and also he's already heard it now.
Yeah, it's once again, it's another plan he's heard because I'm here.
Oh, yeah.
Robert, if you want to go in, you should go in.
Well,
Well,
then why did
unless-
you encourage me to keep talking?
Because I didn't know you were going to say a plan like that.
Well, it sounded like it were going to be a plan.
Yeah.
What are you...
Don't worry about it. I'm going to go in. And I'm just going to walk to Alice's. You can join me or not. Quite frankly, I'm either gonna walk in there and I'm going to die, or I'm going to not be squared upon and we continue the plan. Either way, you guys will be fine and safe and can continue on with what you're doing.
Alright, well,
Yeah.
if you make sure that I'm... I don't know if I can do that as a reaction, actually.
Yeah, it's fine.
I don't want you to die, and I want to know what's gonna happen, so I'll come with you.
Brilliant. Cool. Going to Alice's.
So, you head to Aldous'.
All right. I'm at the door. I'm like,
Oh, no, I would have asked... No, before,
I literally
no,
just-
before we left, I'm so sorry. I would have gone back in and asked Lloyd what these amulets look like.
Oh, the amulet's privacy?
Mm.
Um,
And then I will have described it to everyone.
it's a fine amulet made of lightly coloured smoky glass set in silver.
Lightly coloured, smoky glass set.
So it is distinctive. Like, it's not just generic, oh,
Can we think...
red gem, you know? It's a smoky glass.
Have we seen that in his shop at all?
Give me an intellect roll.
Oh,
Bad.
You don't remember.
13.
So you have been so distracted by all of the wonderful, amazing, shiny things.
shit right now. Like right now, we have more to focus on. Like I don't know what.
Yeah.
So I'm not being mean, but with
No,
that
that's
roll,
fair.
it's like, yeah, you,
Yeah.
I assume that it would have to be higher than that.
yeah.
But if he, yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Alright,
I'll
but
just
as we
go.
walk in, I'm looking around
Wait.
Cool.
to see if I can see any of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
can see you whispering.
Well, that was all.
We can see
We
you
can see
casting the
Bardo.
spell,
Yeah.
Bardo!
All right. So I enter.
Yeah.
This is
I'm going in too.
Yeah.
cool, and I just go up to the counter and I just kind of,
He's sitting there, drinking some tea.
I'm looking around.
hello.
Hello?
So, first of all, an apology is required for threatening you. I know that doesn't mean anything because, quite frankly, you would beat me in a fight.
Mm-hmm, I would.
And
Not
fully,
he doesn't
and you
have
understand
that.
how humans are. We are angry people.
You are?
We are very angry.
Yes.
So, that's just the way that goes. So I apologize.
Okay. Apology accepted.
Thank you very much. Second thing second, I liked your prank. You don't have to admit it, that's completely fine. Because the thing is, you know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about.
What if it
Whether-
was Beckle?
Whether you admit it or not
Do it
is
behind
like
me.
completely fine. You know?
Why
A-okay.
and when?
I seem to have misplaced a handkerchief.
Oh no.
I know,
Keep an eye
right?
on
Quite
it.
upsetting.
Yes.
It was very important to me. And the last time I knew I had it was in here.
Oh.
Cool. So, what's next?
I mean, I sell handkerchiefs if you would like.
I don't want that. I want my handkerchief.
Oh. Hmm.
Yeah, crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
We can either tiptoe around everything, because we can do that, and I understand you enjoy that.
Mm-hmm.
As a human, that's very difficult for me.
Mm-hmm.
See, so
Mm-hmm.
I would prefer it if we were just straightforward with each other. Even if we can get the others to leave if you want, or we can have them here. It really doesn't mind, but let's just...
It really doesn't mind.
I really don't mind. let's just, let's be real.
Okay, yes, okay.
Okay, cool. Where's my handkerchief?
I give you my word as a fae, I do not have your handkerchief.
You do not have my handkerchief.
That is what I just said, and I give you my word.
Okay.
But I thought goblins
Can
had
I-
no problem lying.
Ah,
Luck doesn't say that out loud.
Oh.
That's me saying it out
well,
loud.
if a fae gives its word, that's a different thing.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so you have no idea where it could possibly be.
I have no idea where it could possibly
You
be
killed
right
that
now.
pigeon for nothing.
No, wait, let's
No,
not,
I
can
don't
we
like
not do
the
this?
way that
Can we
you
not do
phrased
this?
that, because you said that you don't know where it is right now, which means that you did know where it was and you gave it to someone, or you know who's got it, or you know who had it and you have seen it.
Can you give your word as a fae for that?
I give my word as a fae, I have no idea where it is right now.
Alright, but
that's your
everything
word
that I
for
just
it.
said is
Okay.
still
Okay.
true.
No, that's fine, because the thing is, we don't need to push forward because we know what that means. That means they did take it, which is fine.
Right, so where is it then? Who's got it?
Okay. We can either go through a list of people and say, can you give your word it's not this person who has it? Or we can just
Well,
like,
we just need to know that it's not that lot.
okay, can you give your word that you are not the one who took it? Brilliant, that's a great start. We are making progress. Right. Is the door like on open or closed? Like, is there a sign that says open or closed?
Oh, it says open.
Cool. I'm gonna flip that to close real quick, just because we might be here a while. Is that fine?
Do whatever you want.
Brilliant.
Have I seen any amulets yet?
Can you give your word as a fae that I can do whatever I want, and you won't punish me for it?
That's
No.
a bit strange.
Brilliant. Can you give your word
Whatever
as?
you
Can
want.
you just calm down? Give me a second.
That's saying
Can
that
you
you
please-
could kill all of his friends and family and he wouldn't.
We're meant to be a team, guys. We're meant to be working together.
I'm just pointing out the flaws in yours. That's all.
I'm not a fae. I'm not good at this. Can you give your word as a fae that I can?
Racist.
That felt racist.
How? Can you give your word as a fae that I can flip that sign from open to closed while we have this discussion, and you will not do anything bad to me?
For flipping the sign? Of course not.
Can you? Okay. Once again, you did not give your word as a fae, so
I
I'm
give my word as a fae that I will not do anything harmful to you for flipping that sign.
But
Thank
for
you.
other things.
Yeah.
I'm aware of that. I'm fully aware of this. There's a reason why I didn't want you guys to come with me, because you would berate me at everything I said or do. You know?
I haven't
just-
said a thing.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
just
you're
trying
fine.
to help. I don't want you getting caught out. No, I gave you another one of
Yeah,
yours.
this is what it is. And I go and I flip the sign from open to closed. Right. Okay. Whew. So, you are responsible for the hide hole. Absolutely. And
The hide hold?
the hide hole.
The what?
The
hole
hole
in
in
Hyde
Hyde
Park.
The
Park.
hide hole.
Oh,
hide
that's
hole.
really clever.
Yeah.
Can you two leave, actually? Because, quite frankly, I understand why you're being in here, and, like, I understand, but every time I try and have a conversation, you guys insult me and say something bad
All right,
about me.
fine.
My
But if
lips are
you
sealed.
die,
No, I'm saying him, but my lips are sealed. I'm just gonna go look around.
can I do that as well?
Sure,
Promise.
fine. Just. Okay. So, and I pull out
A carrot.
one of the spider pisons and I put it down. Right. Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it? Do you know where I found it?
I'm sure you're gonna tell me.
I'm not going to tell you. I want you to tell me if you know where I found it.
I'd rather listen to you. You're a very entertaining chap.
I know. I get that a lot, surprisingly. So, I obviously found it in the bag. And a man's business is a man's business. I do not care enough about that. All right? You understand? There are issues that I have come under employment that I need to help with. Okay? That's the whole reason I'm here. And the sooner this is over, the happier I'm going to be. So I do not care if you're the one who made this, if you're the one who's selling it, or if you're a middleman of such and such. I know who they go to. Okay? Let's not be silly here. We both know who they go to eventually. Right? Yeah, see, we both do. And that's fine. Because, like, I understand you're trying to get into my head, but, like, you know that I know, and I know that you know. So, like, you know? Exactly.
Can you guys give me awareness rolls as you're wandering around the shops?
Thank you.
Ah,
Not great, but not bad.
22.
14.
Both of you notice that the sign on the front door, which he had flipped to closed, has flipped back to open.
I'm gonna pull on your coat
I'm
like
gonna
a
say it in your
5-year-old.
head. Can we say it, or are we supposed to not say anything?
And I'm just gonna point.
Who did that? Okay, so you have a thing in here who likes to, because that's how you got the handkerchief. Oh, I understand now. Whatever did that is what took my handkerchief.
I suppose.
You suppose, which probably means yes.
You hear in your head, is this how these two go about everything? Because I'm not sure they're as smart as we thought they were.
I've not worked with Bardo enough, but this is really not what I thought it would be like.
So, you like things for trading. So there is information that I want desperately here.
Okay.
Yeah, see now you're interested.
Yes, of
Yes,
course.
very much so. So there's just a bit of information.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think I know who it is. I'm really sure I know who it is who has the handkerchief.
Okay.
Yes. And to get that information, is there any... Because that's not a lot I'm asking for, is it? That's not a lot.
Not especially.
Exactly, it's just a little bit of information.
Yes.
So how about just a little bit of a memory? Like, it's obviously it's an important memory to me. Yeah. So, you know.
Well, what's the memory?
You just hear in your head, what are you doing? You said that I couldn't do any memories.
I mean, I need to know what the trade is.
Of course. So for information on who has my handkerchief, and I know I'm pushing it now. Information or confirmation on if that's the same person who is.
Hyde Park.
Yeah, like I know about Hyde Park. So the person who has my handkerchief. So information for that. Scrap the additional information. So just for information who has my handkerchief, I will give you the memory, not the meaning, not the behind the things, not any goblin bullshittery. The actual memory. And it's one of those things where it's like he's aware of what he's doing and it's just like he's in too deep. The actual memory of me meeting my very closest friend from Scotland. Okay?
If you don't...
Shut up. The memory, and I mean the memory. And that's all I mean by this. The memory
of that first moment you met.
If you don't remember meeting someone, do you remember that you're still friends with them?
Yeah.
And I'm sure if you get the feeling, that's very important to me.
Wow.
I don't think you should do that. You saved me from it once, and I think that I should do the same
I think I
for
look at you and I'm like, this is very different.
I don't think it is.
Your sister's still alive.
Right. So
There's no point losing that.
Right, but if yours
Shut
isn't,
up.
then there's no point in losing your memories of them. I'll give them something instead.
I'm not losing the memories of them. It's the memory of the meeting.
Though. There's so much that's attached to that.
I will remember the most important parts.
No, I think that this is a bad idea.
Okay, get out. Get out.
No.
I think Robert's been clever with the way he said things.
Fine. I still think it's silly.
Sounds like an excellent trade.
Okay, so just before we take any final agreements, the person who has my handkerchief,
Yes.
and information on that, in exchange
Yes.
for the memory.
Precious memory of the first day of a friendship formed.
Yeah.
First day.
When you say a friendship, we're talking about the friendship that I'm agreeing to.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
But not the first day.
That's when the memory was.
The first day is just the day,
Yes. That
And then-
first meeting.
and then I keep the rest of the memories afterwards of being
Course.
remembering that.
Of course.
I remember all of that.
Oh, yes.
I just don't remember the meeting.
No, I would. For the information you're looking for, that a full friendship would be not a balanced trade.
Exactly, that's what
Oh,
I'm thinking.
of course.
So I keep the rest of it. And I Fey word,
I'm a reasonable businessman.
I figured that was the case.
Yes, of course.
So,
Yes.
once again,
Yes.
just give me your Fey word on this.
Yes.
the handkerchief knowledge.
Yes.
And I swear to God, if you say it's in a gutter somewhere.
No, the person.
The person who has it.
The person who has it.
Brilliant. So the person who, and you are fully aware that there is the person who has it.
Oh, I know exactly. I am someone who knows things.
Exactly.
Can you give your word that you know exactly who's got it?
I can promise you.
That's
Absolutely, as a fae, I give my word, I know who has the handkerchief.
cool. And then just the memory of the first day
Yes.
of meeting them.
Are we in agreement?
I don't think this is right.
And he extends his little hand.
I think I know who it is though.
Well, exactly. Have I found any amulets yet?
What did you roll?
18?
Yeah.
17?
Yeah, with that you have. Including a smoky quartz one.
Cool.
Alright, I'll shake the hand.
And as you shake your hands, it's the strangest thing ever. You hear like the ringing of a bell from somewhere, and it's like, where was that?
While that's happening,
And you feel this sharp tug in your mind as the memory is taken. Your handkerchief is currently in the possession of the Wolf of Whitechapel.
And that is? No, that's not a name.
That's what he's known as.
Anyone knows.
while the
Can I
deal
roll
was
into
being
that?
struck, I wanted to cast Arcane Hand to try and grab an enemy.
Can I also roll for like to see if I know who that is?
What am I
Yeah.
rolling? Intelligence?
I got 18.
11.
21.
You wouldn't know, even with that. Oh, this was for the who the Wolf of Whitechapel was that what you were rolling? No, you wouldn't. You would not know this. Okay.
Well,
18.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you've heard this name before, and you're not sure if it's a real person or not, but it's like somebody who they're from the Whitechapel area, and it's like they are like a murderous person. Like they are wrong time period, but they are like this incredibly deadly, vicious, murderous person. It's said that when they kill somebody, they rip their body apart.
Oh, great.
It's like Jack the Ripper. It's just
And that
16 years to...
so it's like they're like, it's like when people find the people that we assume it's a he has killed, it looks like they've been savaged by like a wild animal, which is why he has the name the Wolf of Whitechapel.
Oh, brilliant. So
Why
did you give it?
Why him of all people? Why would the Wolf of Whitechapel?
Oh, would you like to make a trade?
How stealthy do I have to be getting that amulet? With my
I mean,
magic hand.
if this was happening at the same time.
Yeah,
as me
it's like
making
while,
the
like once I knew that, like when everything was going wild and I'd spotted out, I was trying to do it when he was.
Give me, it is a dex roll.
Oh, can I give myself luck?
Devil's luck, yes, you can.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. Because I can do that without doing anything. Okay, that's good. 21. 21.
Okay. Do you try and palm the amulet?
If it's the same time that like.
Yeah.
While this is all happening, yeah? You gonna...
I mean, I could re-roll just to see, because I can take either roll, so I can just see if
you want to
I
roll
get-
and see if you get even better?
I didn't.
Okay, so you and into the folds of your clothing.
Sure.
Okay. So that's.
Like I would have brought it. Yeah, like I wasn't next to it. Maybe I was. Sure.
Okay.
21's fine. I'll cope.
So. That's all the information we need because, quite frankly, it isn't who I thought had it, unless they're the same
Who
person.
did you think had it?
I just thought it was Beckle.
Beckle.
I just thought it was Beckle, quite frankly. So either they're the same person, or
I'm worried if they're the same person.
if they're the same person, we're in a lot of trouble. I'm in a
Oh,
lot
actually,
of
I
trouble.
don't know who they are.
No, he's not a nice man. If he is a man.
Yeah, thank you for that, though.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Quite frankly, it's good. Good getting the information from you. And I mean this in the nicest way, honestly, from the bottom of my heart, in the nicest way possible. Fuck you.
Yes.
Like, yeah, do you understand? Like,
Yes.
yeah, from a nice place. Fuck
Yes.
you. It's very agitated. Yes, absolutely so. Because there's a dangerous man who's keeping an eye on me.
Oh well.
I guess so. Oh well. Anyway, good luck with your hide hole. Good luck with your trickery and treason. Yeah, exactly.
Thank you.
You're just doing it for fun, right? Like that. That's my theory. You're just doing it for fun. They gave you an opportunity, and you did it for fun.
I mean, what's life without a bit of fun?
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Well, it was good doing business. I feel much worse.
I'll pull out an acorn. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, my dear. This is lovely.
Yeah.
I just leave. I walk out the shop.
I'm gonna follow.
Has it changed? I'm going to change it back to closed because I know it's going to change the
Yeah.
anyway. So
As you change it back to close and looking back, you see him gesture with his hand and it just turns.
yeah, there we go.
Yes.
As soon as we're outside,
I think we
What
should
the
keep
fuck?
walking. I think.
Let's go.
no, wait, no, wait. This is
We'll
what I'm
walk
saying
and
is
talk.
as we're
Walk and
walking.
talk.
Yeah.
Why would the Wolf of Whitechapel want anything to do with you? What have
Rat's
you
still
done?
there.
Hey, I've got the same questions here, pal.
What is the Wolf of White? I've heard of
How
it.
far
but
away
he's-
are we?
He's
Once we're like.
Once you're a
proper
couple
far
of
away.
meters away, yeah?
Like.
Yeah.
Down the road, round the
yeah.
I may have done something and it was probably wrong, but I think you might want this.
Fuck off.
Oh well, it doesn't matter.
Put it
about
on,
the Wolf
put it
anymore.
on, put it on,
Oh,
put it on, put it on.
I put it on.
It looks a bit odd on you because you're not someone who'd wear a smoky quartz
Tuck it
pendant
right there.
set in silver, but yeah.
It's like it's always
Oh,
cold.
that was
you
lovely.
My heart is going so fast right now. I thought you were gonna kill me.
It's alright. You get used to it.
Jet.
What do you say, Robert?
Okay, I was about to, but that really makes me not want to, actually. But thank you, actually, because now I know who's after me. I think I shit myself.
And you've still got everything else with the rest of the memories of you.
You have only forgotten that first day when you met your friend.
Yeah.
You still remember every other moment
Yeah.
that you spent with them.
Cool. Yeah. No. Just
Alright.
just the first. Yeah. I mean.
And it's weird because it's like, it's almost like, you know, there's this like, when you try to think back to that first day of when you met them, it's like, there's this like, it's like fuzzy static in
Yeah.
your brain. It's really weird.
Yeah. No. I still remember them, and you know all of the other stuff. But yeah,
I've never stolen nothing in my life.
I've never traded a memory, so first time for everything. Yeah. Good job. for both
Well
of us.
done to both of you.
I still hate that goblin.
He's gonna kill me if he finds out.
Yeah. Well,
You won't.
he won't find out. He'll be fine. He was too busy
I
taking my
think I
brain.
was pretty sneaky.
I didn't even notice, so you know. All right. Great. Where to now? Pub.
Yeah.
Cool. And we can discuss more things there.
Alright.
Well, Sybil's gonna go to yours.
Yeah. How long has it been since?
Oh, since you left
Since you left
Sybil,
Sybil?
including walking, a little over an hour probably.
I mean, yeah. I don't know.
If you want to go back and wait for her, we'll do that.
I mean, it's up to you, but we're pretty safe now unless they've got other And I start rifling through my stuff to see if anything's been taken.
Nope, nothing.
It's just just me.
It's just Robert.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Cool.
What did you do?
I pissed off a goblin.
You did threaten to kill him.
Yeah.
Well, I told you that was a bad idea.
Oh, trust
I
me.
hope you've learnt your lesson.
No. Yeah. Quite frankly, no, I haven't.
What could you have possibly have done to piss off the Wolf of White?
Yeah, I'm curious on whether he just set a hit on me, or
But why?
because I threatened to kill him, or if the Wolf of Whitechapel just doesn't like attractive men.
Have you done something that you're not telling us?
Is he an attractive man?
I don't know. There used to be this. What was his name?
Michael.
There was this Michael that everybody was really fussed about. That's who Sybil was talking about, and everybody said that he was
There
gorgeous,
was a
but I've got
Jonathan
no
in
idea.
Dar's village, but I
I
didn't
don't
understand
get it.
either. I know.
All right.
Why are they talking about boys?
You're so handsome.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you.
Yeah, quite truly, I'm trying to think back because, like, I don't think I've done anything wrong. Everything I've done is for a living wage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Everything you've done has been
Exactly.
with me.
So, you know.
So he's got a hit on you. He's got a hit on me.
All right, that's very egotistical of you, actually. I
But
won't lie
people
to
like you,
Yeah,
Bardo.
people like you. I'm just people don't really like me. I assume we're walking to the pub as we're talking
Yeah.
I
because
thought we were walking to yours.
Yeah, well, it's in the same direction if we're going from
if
central.
we're going there,
yeah,
it's still in that direction. I mean,
we're going back towards the east end.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, if you guys are going, I guess I'll just go to the pub
Yeah.
because you know.
I can't believe that I stole something.
Right, well, good.
I gave him an acorn for it.
Yeah, you paid.
It were a really nice one.
Exactly.
Oh. Do you do this all the time?
No, I've actually never gone in and negotiated with a goblin before.
No, but you know what I mean.
I don't know. I mean, I've had adventures before, but this one's definitely been a bit weird.
Alright.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go talk to
William,
Have you ever had a pomegranate before?
what's that?
I.
How do I eat that? Do I eat the little bits?
Yeah.
Oh!
Do you want some?
That looks disgusting.
No, it's so good.
That looks
No,
alive.
Robert, it's
no,
so
it's
good.
actually I
I just
So-
gave her a handful.
After
Surprisingly-
everything that I just did for you, I think you should try it.
Well, the thing is, surprisingly, I'm not that hungry right now because I've just found out there's a very dangerous man.
And I
These
guess
are really
I've
good
got like
for you.
loads of red juice over my
Yeah.
hand
Yeah.
now. I just-
It would
I
make
just
me
take-
really happy.
It's a bit tart. I don't like it.
Spit
I don't-
out.
Spit out then.
Yeah, that. I don't like that.
Do you want a carrot to take the taste away?
I've got one from earlier, thank you.
Alright, thanks.
So if we
Put it
get,
in my bag.
if we get to the pub first, I want to go in and go up to William.
Yes.
Do you want to see what
I'm
William
stood
has to
next
say?
to
or
you.
go
Any more
back?
information, William? Quite frankly,
Well, we'll see
anything
what
that
he
you
says
know
to
about
this and then-
the Wolf of Whitechapel? Yeah, I know, right? I know. Yeah.
What would you want? What would you want to do with him?
Oh, I don't want anything to do with him. I quite frankly want absolutely nothing to do with him. I was just curious how, like, would you know how someone would, like, is he someone for hire? Is he just? Like,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
okay.
Oh,
So it's
yes.
Like, it's someone hired him. So say, hypothetically, very, very hypothetically, the Wolf of Whitechapel was after my friend here.
They would be dead.
Okay. Say then, well, they're not dead, which is great. And the only reason why the wolf would be after my friend Bardo here is because they were hired and not because of any personal grudges.
Well, I don't know. Maybe they. I'm sure they have personal words as well. But yeah.
okay.
But
But most likely it's a high.
Oh, yeah.
Like, say someone threatened to kill a goblin.
why would somebody do something stupid like that?
I know,
Because
right?
they're
Like, what
silly.
kind of an idiot
What
would threaten
kind
a
of-
goblin?
Do you think the goblin might hire them to...
I don't know. It depends on how pissed off the goblin was.
I don't think the goblin was pissed off at all. I think they were quite amused.
I mean, I think you'd be more likely to have a goblin do something extreme like that if you were interfering with a goblin's business.
Exactly. Well, I think. Do you know how I could get back to America? Maybe.
America.
Because I can't be here.
Robert. Got the amulet.
He can't find you now.
Well, he can find him other ways. He just can't scry on him.
Well, what does this thing actually do?
It prevents scrying magics.
Just scrying magic.
Yes.
Does that mean finding his location?
That would count as scrying magic.
So he can't find you magically?
We need to find a new pub.
That
William,
is a good point.
I've loved drinking here, but quite frankly,
I don't think you want to be killed.
I also don't trust you. Like, and I mean this in the nicest way possible. I'm the first person you tell, and
Yes.
like obviously, and you're the first person I ask. But I know you would sell me out like that. Yeah, and that I don't take it personally. I don't take it personally.
I would do the same thing.
Exactly. I don't take it personally. So quite frankly, I'm going to find somewhere new to drink.
I don't know what I did.
Maybe I'll return.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I won't.
Mm-hmm.
Just a quick question. You would sell me out, just so I'm not making like any rash decisions.
I mean, it would depend on who was asking and what they were
Wolf of
offering.
Whitechapel, yeah. We would.
I don't think if the Wolf of Whitechapel came in here, he would need to pay me. I would just tell him whatever
Exactly.
he wanted, so he didn't murder me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
that wouldn't be selling you out. That would be saving my own skin.
Exactly.
Like
That's why I
that
don't
would
take
be
it
different, you know.
I fully don't
Yeah.
take that personally.
Yeah.
Have you thought about any animals that you want to turn into?
Why the fuck are we talking about this?
No, thank you.
All right.
But yeah, I'll give you just, you know what, one more whiskey for the road.
Yeah.
Um,
This one, it's on the house.
Aw, that's nice.
I was gonna say you don't have to, but I think you kind of do. So
The least I can do for a
Exactly,
dead
that
man.
is
Yeah,
too good.
yeah,
Do I
yeah.
get one
so-
as well?
Is the wolf after you too?
no.
Yes.
Well, then
What did you call you?
Here's to your
The
short
wolf
health.
of Park. You
I
were a
could be the
literal
wolf
wolf.
of Hyde Park.
I don't think Hyde Park has a wolf.
I was a wolf there.
Really?
Yeah.
She was.
I was a dire wolf.
Is this strange
Well-
Fey things?
No, I'm not a fae.
Really? I thought you were a
I'm
Fey.
walking outside.
I'm a human.
But you've got like leaves in your hair.
Right. They come out.
You carry a tree.
Yeah. It were a gift.
You don't wear shoes.
Right, but you're not picking any characteristical features that are different, are you? I don't have any tinted skin. I don't have any tusks. I don't have any pointed ears or different eye colours, do I?
I just assumed you were a Fey.
Well, that's kind of rude.
Why?
That it would be rude for me to be
What's
a fae. but
wrong
I
with
think
being
you-
Fey?
Nothing
That's
that
racist.
you're generalising.
That's being racist.
You're just saying that anyone who's weird is a fae, and
You're just-
that's racist.
You're saying that it's that being thought of as Fey is rude, and
No.
that's racist.
I think I'm saying that by generalising people's looks is racist.
There's nothing general about you. You're very odd.
And you're saying that because I'm odd, that makes me fae.
Well, often people with Fey blood are odd.
racist.
It's not racist. They're often.
As two people here who are fair touched, I actually don't care what's racist anymore because this
I
conversation.
mean, look, you
is
have
fine.
odd ears. They're very nice ears, but they're odd. You've got the odd skin.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's odd. That's not racist.
Well, maybe to them, you're odd.
I mean,
I'm quite boring, really.
You're just my bartender.
Yeah,
Quite like
I'm
you,
just a
actually.
landlord. I'm just a landlord.
I just think we got a bit worked up there.
Simple landlord.
I think you've been very kind to us, Mr. Thatcher, and we'll be leaving now.
Right.
Thank you for the whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
See you around.
To your short health.
So I can't go back home, which is fine because I got nothing there. Can't come back to this pub, and it's just fine because there's plenty of other pubs.
I know places we can stay.
Do you know what would have been really good at this point? Is if you hadn't shown up at her auntie's house so that they didn't know where it was.
I never entered, and I never went.
You were
When
literally
it comes to
outside
when
of
it comes, I never got close.
No, he actually was outside on the street.
I was like, out on
he
the
made the
street, yeah,
point
I
of
made a
saying.
point of that,
He
so-
actually did
I
say.
thought you were by the door.
No,
Absolutely
no,
not.
he
I
didn't.
absolutely
He
not.
did say that he actually was a good few meters from the house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so,
Is
and
that
that's
enough
not
for
in
it to
scry
not be?
distance.
Probably not. You're right. Like you were like, okay, you could see what street I'm on.
Yeah.
Maybe some of the buildings.
There's a bunch of
maybe,
buildings.
Exactly.
That I
No,
never
you did
specifically
you specifically did say
Fine.
I'm staying away from the house.
I take it back, I'm sorry. I didn't realise. I thought you were outside with this one showing up.
No, just me.
Yeah. So despite how often you say I'm stupid,
I didn't call you
you
stupid.
call me stupid fairly often.
I did not.
When?
I've never called you stupid.
There's been multiple times you've called me stupid.
It might have been implied, but I don't think Luke's ever said it.
That's. You see how that's not better.
Yeah, actually, sorry.
So despite you implying I'm stupid all the time, I'm like this is something I'm.
Yeah, but you
What is that?
imply that
It's a
we're
four-leaf
stupid.
clover. it's supposed to be lucky.
You know, I will take that because at this point, I don't know.
I just remembered.
Oh, yeah, Robert.
You know what? Yeah, fuck it. To be honest, the fact that I've lived this long is surprising.
Robert,
There you
put that
go.
on.
From your best friend to you.
I mean, that's
Well,
actually from
I
me,
don't mean that.
but-
I mean,
It was on me.
Maybe on the waistcoat.
yeah, that's probably.
Or on the shirt.
Mm.
There you go.
That is gorgeous. Did you make it?
Yeah, that was one of my first ones that I made.
Wow.
Now you have an amulet of fortune.
Brilliant.
Twice per day you can reroll an ability, and 6 times a day you can add a +5 to an ability.
So yeah, brilliant. That's
Any ability check.
cool. Yeah, I'll
Oh.
keep that in mind.
Why
Yeah.
I just
You just wore it.
Yeah,
say.
you didn't
Yeah.
use it.
I did say what it does several
I know,
times.
But I'm very, very silly.
So quite frankly, for me, I'm a dead man walking. You know where your sister is, so which is great to like.
But if you stick with me, then I can just every day cast it on you so that if you get down to 0, you come back.
Yeah, but I think if the Donny rips me in half, I think there's going to be an issue.
I could, if you stick with me long enough, then I'll be able to greater restore you.
I think the problem is, Robert, are you ever going to feel safe here? Because if you don't feel safe, you can't be happy and you can't live any sort of life.
I have not felt safe in a very long time, so nothing new here. It's just more rapidly dangerous, actually. So, you know, that's just the way it goes. So, let's continue with finding your sister.
Well, she's coming to meet us at,
Yeah,
at mine.
but then, then what? Like, is
Then we talk about it. You talk about it with her.
Yeah.
because I think right now, best thing.
Well, we've still got. Maybe she can tell us what the hole in the ground is for. And you're really good at keeping us on track with things because I always get distracted, and I'm definitely going to get distracted seeing her again.
I think that's okay, though. It's been 8 years.
Yeah, but we've got some information to find, and he's the one that's going to remember that that's what we're doing.
I suppose.
Yeah, all right.
I mean, you do now have the amulet of privacy.
Yeah,
You cannot be spied upon.
100%. But it's just like there's still that that paranoia there because you know, Robert doesn't fully
We could
trust
give you
magic.
a whole makeover.
We
We could.
shouldn't. We were not going to. I think.
No, because then they can't track you neither by the way that you look.
What if we
It's-
shaved your face?
And we changed your clothes and we got you a different
yeah.
hat.
I really like everything that I have.
I understand
Don't you
that,
like
but
being
it's quite
alive more?
recognisable.
Oh.
Yeah, you know, it's fine. Let's just focus on this, and if you know, hopefully we manage to sort your sister out. We managed to get enough money from whatever, and then I can get on a boat, fuck off, and maybe I'll live.
She sounded different. She used to be a lot more gruff. I guess she's gotten soft over the years.
Maybe she's putting on airs and graces.
Is she aware of how dangerous what she's doing is? Because maybe we can appeal to her that way. Because she said that the gang isn't dangerous, but what they're selling and what they're doing is very dangerous to the
Yeah,
common person.
actually, if my friends bought any of them, they'd be dead.
Yeah, it's like I don't trust your sister's about I
I
heard
think
her
that
talk.
she doesn't know.
Then let's make her aware.
Yeah.
All right. But if you're coming back to Trudy's with me, she thinks you're a private investigator.
We can just tell
I'll
her
just
that
tell her the
Bardo
truth.
was being silly.
It's a prank.
I don't like that she'll think that I lied to her.
Oh, you didn't tell a thing.
But I didn't say you were my friend.
Can I quickly
Just sit out.
run back to the pub?
Yeah, of course.
And I'm gonna just quickly run into the pub and just take out all my goblin notes and just pass it to William. Like, all right, have fun, and I run away.
You give him the spider pitons?
What use do I have for them?
To show Sybil.
I leave him 3. I'm keeping 1.
Okay.
So
Tell them that they're faulty.
just in case, this is for Aldous. Bye. And I leave him a gold piece.
He has
as well.
no idea who you're talking about.
Well, I leave him a gold piece. Say this is for Aldous. And then I leave.
What was that all about?
Just because, quite frankly, we've got enough information from all the Elder shit. I can't read Goblin. We don't know anyone else who
I
can
wonder
read
if
Goblin.
Sybil could read Goblin.
It's too late now. Quite frankly, I've just given them all the notes, and I genuinely want to wash my hands clean of all of this, actually. So, you know.
Alright.
Right.
We can just sit on the steps outside if you don't want all of us going in so that she doesn't know that you lied to her. I mean, we didn't really lie, we just said
I'd
that it was
rather
weird.
everyone be safe and off the streets, though.
We could go by that mask of illusion.
No, that's too far away. We've come all this way now.
I'll just come clean. Say I was being silly, it was just a prank. And she
Alright.
won't think that you lied to her. I'll say that you were in on the prank. You
Well,
thought
no,
it was
say that
funny.
you weren't in on the
It's-
on the prank. Because...
I just didn't know what to do. It's fine. It's fine. We'll go in. It's fine.
Okay.
Or we could have you guys be animals in our pocket.
No.
No.
Oh.
Cool. So we head to... I guess we'll go to Aunt Trudy's. So we go to Aunt Trudy's.
Go to-
Sybil.
You go to Aunt Trudy's.
Mm-hmm.
You go to Aunt Trudy's.
My
When you get there, she sees you again. He's like,
Hiya.
you investigating?
No, that's just a prank.
Oh,
This is actually. I'm sorry about earlier. I didn't know what they were doing, but
I was being silly. I'm Bardo. I'm a good friend of Sylvie's.
okay. And,
this
Miss.
is a friend of Bardo's.
Yeah. Just here to help with
You see, we've all been helping. Look,
yeah.
find their
Oh.
sister.
That's
found her.
that's wonderful. I'm Gertrude.
lovely to meet you. And like shake hands.
Lovely to meet you too.
But Sybil might be coming here
Oh, better put the kettle on.
to talk about things. So
She goes to put the kettle on.
thank you. I think she'll like that.
Do you mind if I make it?
No, I was going to ask you to make some real nice tea.
Do you have any other drink? I don't drink tea.
I
Is
think
there any-
that you'll be alright with tea for right now.
But like water or like boiled, like just like not tea.
Sorry, I wouldn't have water, but I have cider.
Okay. I'll have a cider. Yeah.
Cider?
What's
Okay.
wrong with my tea?
I just don't like tea. It's not just. Why do you make it about you?
Sorry.
That was
mean
sorry.
to.
I'm under a lot of pressure.
I
So
understand.
she comes back a moment later with two small pewter tankards, each with some pretty nice dry cider.
Thank you, Gertrude.
Yes.
We don't know when Sybil's coming over, so we'll just have to
She
wait.
hasn't called, I suppose. You would have
Oh,
told
no,
us.
I would have said, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So you go, you make the tea, and you sit down.
Do I know of any way of, like, getting all of my mana back?
Yeah, you go for a sleep.
Yeah.
6 hours.
There was another way of doing that.
No.
That's better.
Have you spent much mana today?
No, but, like, I feel like we're about to have to do something, and it would just be
So,
nice for it to be fun.
yeah, you
We've got some downtime.
make your tea.
I think the whole time I'm just kind of like not standing in the window, but like any windows, just kind of like just keeping an eye out. Just
And then
like,
you hear Locke's voice in your head. It's probably not wise to be standing by the window. Maybe
it's very much
step
like
away
a case.
from it.
I'm not standing in front of the window. It's like I'm by the window. My eyes just kind of like
She
looking
still
out.
says the same thing.
Cool, and he's not moving.
So, you are on your second pot of tea when you hear a knock on the door.
Can I see who it is?
You see it is Sybil.
It's your sister.
Do you want to open it?
All right.
Can I see if anyone else has followed along?
You don't see anybody else.
No problem.
I'll go and open the door.
And she's standing there looking very sheepish.
Well, we're all expecting you.
Okay, well, I'm sorry.
Why are you sorry?
I don't know.
You've got an awful soft over the ears.
What do you mean? I'm still strong.
You used to sound all gruff like.
I was trying to sound more ladylike.
All right, if you want to.
I mean, I can talk more like I used to.
I mean,
Go on.
whatever's comfy for you, it's just different.
I'm sorry.
Why are you sorry?
I don't know.
You didn't say sorry for leaving, so I think you can be fine not saying sorry for your voice being different.
When you say that, she looks hurt.
Sorry.
It's okay.
So, I made some tea the way that Mum used to make it.
Oh,
And I'll start pouring up tea.
I haven't had Mum's tea in ages.
Well, it's not exactly hers, but I picked it all up on the way.
She follows you inside and...
This is Gertrude and
Oh my,
you've met...
you're very big.
Yeah, and you've met Robert and Bardo and Sylvie. And this is Sybil. Perhaps we should,
Would you like some privacy?
I don't know.
Or partial privacy? You can go up to my room if you want. Or I can go with you if you want.
What?
We can hang out with Gertrude.
Mm-hmm.
Keep her company while she
Maybe you
works the
should
forge.
stay.
Yeah, I should stay
Maybe
here.
she could just go, no. Alright. Come with me then, I guess.
Yes.
What am I doing?
Go up the stairs to the room, yeah?
She doesn't want us alone with food.
Well, no, of course not. Of course not. She doesn't trust us.
No.
Oh, that was Locke's idea.
No, it's alright. It's okay. I understand.
Right, so you left because someone were mean.
Everyone was mean. Except you. And Pa. And Ma, obviously. And, you know.
And Elijah and
Yeah.
We've grown up, by the way.
I know, I'm sorry.
It's alright, I haven't seen them either.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's alright. So what, you found this group, how did you find them? How long did it take you to get to London?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe...
How did you hide where you were? Do you know how long I've been looking for you and not been able to find you?
It moved around a lot. Been up and down the length and breadth of the country.
I know.
I'm sorry.
So how did you find the others then?
The gang.
Yeah.
I was just in London and I was having trouble and
Trouble at what?
just in general, you know, trying to find somewhere to stay and it was hard and then, you know,
Have you learned any cool things since you've been gone?
don't know. I mean, I've gotten better at fighting. Is that cool?
Makes sense.
Had to learn how to defend myself. And I met Sarah.
Who's Sarah?
She's the little one.
Right.
She's Pat Goblin.
Yeah.
And she's lovely.
Right.
And she saw I was on my own and I didn't have anybody, and she told me that she had some friends and they all grew up on their own and didn't have anybody but each other, and maybe I'd like to meet them, and I thought that sounded nice, and she told me that they were all Fey touched except for Michael.
Right.
But he was their, what was it she called him? Their honourable human. Yeah, their honourable human.
What does that mean?
I don't know, they speak posh here in London.
Alright.
Yeah, and that's when I met John and Michael and Paul, and
He's scary, you know.
he's
He tried to kill us.
what? Were you the one that cast a spell on his brain?
I did tell you that, yeah.
Oh no, your friends are the ones who've been looking into the business.
Yeah.
Oh no!
That's sort of my fault.
Oh no! Why'd you do that?
Because you disappeared!
I'm sorry.
I'm just saying, if you're going to ask, why did I do that? The answer's probably, I was trying to find you, and everything that was connected to them were connected to you. Do you know what you've gotten yourself into?
We're just doing some
People
work.
could die with the things that you're
I
selling.
don't think so.
They absolutely can. People have already gotten hurt.
But it's just little pranks. That's what I was told.
No, the globes turn off at the worst times.
Yeah, so people trip and fall and they bang their heads and stuff. I don't think anybody died.
They fall down the stairs.
Oh no.
Old people.
Oh no.
And those things that you put into the wall so that you can climb, you think when they stop working it's going to be at a good time. People die from falling.
That's true. It was just... John said that they had the job from the... Fey.
Aldous, yeah? He's trying to kill us too!
Oh no. Oh no. Wait. Aldous knows you?
Yeah!
Oh, all of you?
Yeah.
Oh no.
And what was his name? The Wolf of White Chapel? He's after me for...
When you say that, her grey skin goes white.
Oh no.
Oh no. No, and she grabs you. Grabs your upper arms and pulls. No. Don't tell me the wolf is after you. Don't tell.
He's not after
No,
me.
don't tell me. Don't tell me the wolf is after you. Look.
He's not
Don't tell
after me. He's after me, mate!
Oh, I'm not the. I met him once. He was so scary.
Well, what you doing getting yourself involved with those sort of people?
I'm not with those people.
You are with those people. They're all criminals.
But it's
You're in a gang, Sybil.
it's like a family.
We were like a family.
I know. I'm sorry.
So this Sarah then, she's my replacement, is she?
No. No. She's completely different. Although she's stubborn like you are sometimes.
Well, you have to be stubborn to stay on the road for 8 years.
Then why would 8 years?
Because that's how long you've been gone.
I feel awful. I just thought that I in my head I had a dream that I was eventually someday gonna go back home and that you would be there with your husband and with your little wee ones and I would be their big Auntie Sybil and we'd play and I'd pick them up and spin them around in my arms because I'm so big and tall.
Sybil, when have I ever spoken about wanting children?
That's what we do back home. That's all the women do back home, let's be honest.
Yeah, but I weren't like the other women.
No, you're special. Not like me.
You're special too.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. How many people have you seen who look like you?
Thankfully, I'm the only one.
That makes you special. That makes you one of a kind. And everyone that I describe you to thinks that you're amazing. And everyone who's met you said that you were the only nice one that were there. And when I describe your opal skin and the veins, they think that it's beautiful.
In the story, the ugly duckling grew into the swan. But you're the swan. I'll always be the ugly duckling.
Are you saying that I were an ugly duckling as a kid?
Well, you did have them funny teeth.
Well, that's not fair coming from you.
Whoa, that's racist.
Is that how is she this whole time? Don't validate it.
We always did this. Come on, it's fine. We're siblings. I'm sorry that we're crossing a line.
How we're mean.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Look, it's just... We're not doing nothing to harm anybody. The Aldous, he just wants to be doing mischief and tricks on people.
That could kill people.
I didn't know about that.
All right, so what you gonna do? What's the big hole in Hyde Park?
Now that I don't know about. I don't know about that. I don't even know if John knows about that.
Well, you were all there.
We were there because we were told to watch the automaton dig the big hole.
Why?
Don't know. Aldous sent it to dig the hole. I've no idea why.
Hold that thought. Wait here.
Mm-hmm.
Calm down. Sylvie,
Yeah?
can you come with me real quick?
Where are we going?
Upstairs.
Alright.
Go to the bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
Behave. It's before
So-
I go back up.
Gertrude.
Yep.
How long have you been a blacksmith?
Oh, since I was a wee lass, I've started when I was 13
Interesting. No, cool. That's
as an apprentice. Like,
yeah. No,
Yeah.
of course that's how it's. And how long have you been the auntie of
since you were born, that's how that works.
Amazing. Cool. And how long she stayed with you?
I don't know.
Interesting. Interesting. No, cool. Yeah. You seem quite lovely. I can see where she gets it from. Yeah. Yeah. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have another one of these?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I? Yeah.
Pours you 2 more cider from a small little wooden keg that's in the corner.
Brilliant. Do you want money for that?
No, you're guests.
That's.
Cigarette?
Oh, actually, and she looks around to see if Sylvie's there. I wouldn't mind.
Yeah. No problem.
We go outside?
Yeah, we'll go outside.
Okay, we'll go outside.
Outside is a cigarette. Hell yeah!
Back to Sybil.
Real life of like you meeting my dad for the first
Yeah. What do I do?
So you come back upstairs with Sylvie.
My sister's just called herself an ugly duckling.
Oh, well, that's not a very nice thing to say.
And I needed to prove a point that people thought she was beautiful.
I think you're beautiful.
Thank you.
Well, you're clearly very nice.
Sylvie don't lie. Well,
Not really, not unless it's... I mean, I wouldn't lie about something like this. I'd only lie to keep people safe. But,
you know, like we had to lie when we were talking to the goblin.
Can't believe the goblin. Oh no, it's so bad.
Speaking of, I did also steal from him.
Oh no.
Anyway, that was my only point.
Oh no.
You can go back if you want.
That's alright, I've got it.
should Luck not have done that?
I don't know, but it's a goblin.
I mean...
Well,
He
the
didn't
wolf of
notice.
Whitechapel were... Yeah, he didn't see.
The wolf. Oh.
I mean, the wolf...
she's met him.
You met the wolf?
What does he look like?
I mean, he's like average size.
Human?
I mean, he didn't look Fey, but he didn't look right either.
Right.
Like his eyes were dark and they were cruel.
Right.
Yeah. He was scary.
Well,
Right.
but apparently he's after our friend Robert downstairs.
Oh no.
Well, we've given him things to try and protect him.
Nobody can scry on him.
I don't know what that is.
It's like
That's how we
when you
found
magically look for somebody. I did do that to you, and I'm sorry for invading your privacy.
No, you didn't
but
really scry. You just needed to know. Well,
I
that's
thought-
my.
That's weird.
I was helping my friend.
Well, thank you for reuniting me with my sister.
Well, she wouldn't have had to if you'd have stayed in contact.
I'm sorry.
I think it's obvious that both of you love each other very much. And
Do you?
I know I don't really know anything about the situation, but I do think that that's most of what matters.
Mm-hmm.
And you found each other now, so...
And you're not going to run off again?
No.
And you're going to help us to get all the things... do you know if anybody's died from those things that they've been selling?
Well, I've not heard of anybody dying, but it is a bit scary, especially the climbing equipment, because my friends use those and they would probably die if they fell from quite high. But they've already hurt people. The globes going out and things like that.
It was only supposed to be a joke.
I know. I mean, that's what we sort of figured. Given Aldous as being a goblin, that sounds racist, but it's not.
Robert is right.
But I'm sure you didn't know.
No, I just thought it was just a joke.
Do you think you could find anything out about the big old hole?
In Hyde Park.
Well, there's not another one.
That's true.
We found a box with all the things, with all the fake goods, and these things flew out and attacked us.
Oh.
I don't suppose you know anything about that.
John said that was supposed to be a special lockbox to sell to rich people to put their jewels in, but that there was a joke, and if the person...
That wasn't a joke. They almost killed us.
Oh no!
Oh no!
The only reason we didn't die is because I could heal us, and Robert managed to shoot them all.
It was
and you were
12
pretty good.
monsters.
Robert's good with guns, is he?
Yeah.
Sarah's good with guns too.
Oh,
My little friend Sarah, she's good with guns.
Okay.
We would have died.
Anybody who opened
sorry.
that would have died. We got lucky being that there were 4 of us and we all had different
Oh no,
skills.
it was supposed to be a joke.
Well, it's not a joke. So what are we
don't
gonna?
know.
So what are we gonna do about it?
I don't know.
But
I'm sorry.
So Gertrude, have you ever been married before, or?
No, I've never been married. I've had a few suitors, but nothing of it. What about yourself?
Well, there was someone I knew in Scotland, beautiful, but it didn't quite work. But I'm back in. I'm in London now. Grew up here, and that's how I met my my pal.
As you're having this conversation, you notice some people walking in your direction. 4 people specifically.
4 people. Hey, Gertrude, maybe you should go inside.
And as they get close, you notice that one of them is holding a handkerchief.
Hey, Gertrude.
No.
He is holding it.
Oh, he's a wolf!
Gertrude, get inside. Gertrude, get inside. Gertrude, very much get inside.
This man comes up to you. He's average height, dark grey hair with a dark grey trimmed beard. He looks like he's in his late 40s, early 50s, but quite like lean and muscular. He's like, he's like, throws off. He has this long coat on him, and you notice that it's kind of weird because he's wearing like trousers, but they're short and like frayed below the knee, and his shirt is quite loose and there's no sleeves on it. And as his form begins to shift and his face elongates out as hair covers his body.
So you don't even want to talk.
And fangs emerging from his teeth, his nails turning into his claws as he grows bigger, and in a moment him and the other 4 of them have transformed into terrifying hybrids of wolf and man, and that is a perfect place to pause in our story.
No! No, it isn't.
Stop!
We're fine.
Why would you go outside?
They would have been there anyway. It's just at least it's not inside the building.
Oh, what when we
Hey
can hear
guys,
when
it was
things
so
go
lovely
wrong.
to see you guys.
Thank you for watching. We're going to die.
We're going to die. Robert's
Tune in
going to
next
die.
week
Yeah.
to see the TPK of this show.
We're gonna fucking die.
Mwah.
Love you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.